Poker puts him under pressure, but it's a long ball forward by Lansdowne, looking for Rob Richie Smith, nodded back into his area by Lewis Hudson. Malhorter can't keep it in between the white lines. It will go out for a corner. And it's the first time that Rocester have had a set piece from in the air. Otega is not too far away from Ridley. Vision. Every outfield player release the ball. He does eventually to lofted ball, looking for Smith. Smith jumps for it, but Woodward gets his bonce onto it. And it's now with Chris Cox. Down the right for Aaron Apoku. Lansdowne gets there first and plays it up line. Nice little 1-2 between Bromley and Pratt. And Mark Smith taken out by Gift Moose, who tries to make some progress down the centre of the pitch. Bit of free kick to Rocester. And the scoreline after around 35 minutes remains Coventry United 0, Rocester 0. Very few opportunities, but the two best opportunities of the game have fallen to O'Grady and Apoku of Coventry United. Free kick towards the far post, nodded out of play by Mark Smith, and it will be a Coventry United goal kick. Don't forget, we'll be taking a short break at half-time to swap over the laptop battery to ensure we can bring in the second half of this match in its entirety. You don't have to find a new thread for the second half, we'll just be muting the microphone. So keep on this live stream during the break. We'll just be going quiet for around 5 minutes. Barnett. Now, you might be hearing some music over the tunnel because we're still trying to sort out the PA system so we can get some music on at half time for the fans. O'Grady, space to work on the left hand side. Hudson for company as the Youngsters are now level with the penalty area. It's the air towards Reed. Reed left it and Rankin couldn't get to the follow up. Ridley makes some good progress on the left hand side. Free kick against Jeff Wood, whereas Ridley ran straight into him. And the referee wants to have a word with Jeff Woodward. I don't think there's an awful lot that Woodward could do about that. Ridley just seemed to change his course and run straight into Woodward, and now the referee is going to pull out the card. Well, in my humble opinion, I don't think that was a yellow card offensive. Anyway, it looked like Ridley changed his course and went straight into Woodward just so he can get the foul. And the yellow card is branded to Jeff Woodward. Well, United will hope that they're not going to get another red card after Jamie Coleman was sent off for a straight red late on Saturday. So a 3-match suspension to follow starting from next week, I believe. He's not banned tonight, but he is on the bench. Fired forward by Lansdowne. Hudson meets it in the air. And now O'Grady on the counter. Plays down the left-hand side, looking for Apoku. King misses with the slide challenge. Apoku tries to cut in, but a crucial challenge made by Lynch. And that should be a corner kick. No, it's a goal kick. And Lynch must have cannoned the ball at the leg of Apoku to send it out for a goal kick. And I think we're right in saying we have now got the PA system working again. So we might have some music at half time. And you'll be able to hear the silky smooth voice of Roy Eden making the announcements in the second half if we score. And you might even hear either if the kids are United or even another one bites the dust at half. If we in the second half if we do score. But right now it's not looking all that likely. The United pick up the ball in their own backyard. Side challenge made by Bromley brings the ball back to Rocester. Bromley goes down under the pressure of Chris Cox from behind, and that will be a free kick on that. Musa's there, finds Musa again on the edge of the centre circle. Musa goes it alone and makes some good progress towards the right hand side. Musa's still going. Woodward. Now Rankin. Reed wants it in the area. Towards a poke on the edge of the box. It was initially intercepted by Bromley, and now a foul given against Owen Apoku for a slide challenge on Bromley. He did catch the leg of the midfielder, and I think that's a fair decision from the referee. And the referee could be about to branch a second yellow card. He's called a Opoku over. Well, maybe it's just a talking to. If anything, I think that was probably more of a yellow card offence than Woodward's challenge, which earned him a yellow card. The referee's not going to take any further action. I don't think the ex-Tamworth man can have any complaints about that. Froggatt will take this free kick halfway into Rocester territory. As we've got just 5 minutes of normal time remaining in this first half. There may be some stoppages. There's a quick injury break in the first 10 minutes or so. Room bounces away from him, and Lewis Hudson tries to pick up possession and fires it out of play for a throw, but still in a very dangerous area as far as Coventry United are concerned. And a new ball is going to be required as Hudson makes sure that ball went into Butts Park, just situated next to the Butts Park Arena. It'll be Matt King to take it on the right hand side, looking to launch it into the penalty area. Several options making themselves available, including Allen. It's a poor throw. He was looking for Smith. Didn't find him. It's headed away by a United man. O'Grady, long ball down the left, looking for Opoku, bounces onto the chest of the big striker. Opoku. Now O'Grady under pressure from Smith, plays it back to Hudson. Up line, it's Opoku again. Opoku switches and makes sure that he's not going to lose the ball. Prinzel, lovely long ball towards Jeff Woodward. Perfect opportunity for Coventry United if he can cut in. Woodward, good challenge made by Pratt. And Lansdowne lets that one go. Back to the goalkeeper, Rich Froggatt. A neat move from Coventry United, great vision from Prinzel to find Jeff Woodward. A lovely long ball, great control by Woodward. Edged it in terms of opportunities. And Mulhords are asked to take the free kick further back and further to the right. Mulhords clears. Opoku jumps for it, but it's headed out of play by Lansdowne. Throwing Coventry United. Lansdowne saying that it was his throw. And Woodward looking for an option. And United get on the score sheet before the break. Opoku misses with the header, and a free kick given against Darren Opoku for a foul on Pratt. The referee let play go on, and that's handball against Allen. Well, bizarre sequence of events. Darren Opoku was penalised for pulling on the shirt of Pratt. The referee either didn't see it or simply played on. I didn't see his hands go up, so I can only assume that he either didn't agree with the ref or just didn't see. But United regained the ball, put it forward, and it went straight onto the arm of the Rocester midfielder. And inadvertently, Rocester have handed Coventry United a golden opportunity to break the deadlock before we go into the half-time break. Plenty of options at the far post make themselves available for Lewis Rankin. It's towards Cox, head towards goal, easy catch for the goalkeeper. And a corner is given. Well, Cox barking at the referee on this near side, saying that it was a corner. The referee initially didn't agree with him, but he's then turned around and said, yeah, well, it is a corner, and that has incensed the Rocester players. So with 1 minute of normal time still to go, the Butts Park Arena, plus whatever the referee wants to add wide. And the first half scoreless. A bare bit of stick, I assume, from some of the Rocester fans who are not too happy with some of his decisions. Froggatt clears, and the referee calls a halt to what in all honesty has been a pretty tame first half. Coventry United coming into their one-on-one with the goalkeeper, couldn't steer it either side of Froggatt. And most recently a header towards goal by Rob Prinzel. But so far it is still scores at the Butts Park Arena, half-time score under the floodlights in the heart of Coventry. It's Coventry United 0, Rocester 0. There's Chaz and Dave being played at the Butts Park Arena. That's the last time that I give the PA system to Roy Eden, I tell you. Applications apply within. Send me a tweet at Coventry United TV. We need a new one. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's doing a good job. We've finally got the PA system sorted, and you was the one who fixed it. So fair play to Roy. He's been making some announcements. I would have fixed it, but I was too lazy here. Anyway, half-time score here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Rocester 0. It's been far from a classic, I'll tell you that. But United with the best of the opportunities so far. We are getting ready for the second half, and he's only going to put match of the day on now. What happened to the kids at United? Number 1, Ashmel Horter. Number 2, Jeff Woodward. Number 3, Lewis Hudson. Number 4, Gift Musa. Number 5, Kyle Barnett. Number 6 is Rob Prinzel. Number 7, Lewis Rankin. Number 8, Chris Cox. Number 9, Aaron Apoku. Number 10, Craig Reed. And number 11, Josh O'Grady.
And the attendance grade, thank you very much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's awful what we had earlier. The team's attendance is 200.
And that is pretty darn good. 223 fans on a Tuesday night when it was absolutely bucketing it down with rain earlier on. It's pretty darn good. So fair play to the 223 supporters of Coventry United, Rocester, and anyone else, any of the neutrals that have come in. Fair play to you. Thanks for coming out. Of course, you can catch us next Sunday for a big FA Vars match. And Sazler once again for Rocester. Number 1, Richard Frogger. Number 2, Matt King. 3, Oliver Pratt. 4, Dean Bromley. 5, Albert Lansdowne. 6, Ashley Lynch. 7, Rob Ritchie Smith. 8, Carl Allen. 9, Oliver Room. 10, Martin Smith. 11, Callum Riddle. Right, let's get this second half on the road. Rocester kicking from left to right where we're concerned, and they've immediately booted it out of play towards that far side for a Coventry United throw-in around high into the Red and Green's territory. A new ball is needed immediately, and Woodward will get us going once again with the throw. It's been a game with few chances, just long balls. Ambitious but unsuccessful, I must add. You can't blame, the pitch isn't looking fantastic today. The rugby team have been training on the surface before today's gap, and then there was a major rainstorm before kick-off, which hasn't helped matters, but the game got underway. It hasn't been a fantastic so far, it's fair to say. Riddle tries a long range effort, charged down by Chris Cox. Bromley out wide, Pratt blocked well by Woodward. Chris Cox picks that one up and finds O'Grady. In fact, no, he's left it for Hudson left down the side. And Hudson, a bit of a miscommunication there between Cox and Musa, but Cox does pick up the ball. Tries to find O'Grady with a long ball to the left hand side. O'Grady nods into the area. Nope. Lynch finds Rob Ritchie Smith. But a poor pass from Ritchie Smith, flicked off boot of Matt King, and King, as he tries to spin away from the challenge of Josh O'Grady, inadvertently takes it out for a Coventry United throw. And the Red and Green Army in full voice tonight, as always. Hudson will take the throw, Apoku and O'Grady in support. Here is Aaron Apoku. Forced to the byline, distributes it to Josh O'Grady. Spins on the spot, tries to lay it out to Lewis Hudson. It's taking a touch off, and it'll be a throw once again to Coventry United in virtually the same spot. Hudson to O'Grady. Across the box to Lewis Rankin. Rankin forced away from the penalty area. Good Rocester pressure here. Not allowing United a second to breathe. Rankin squares it to Musa. Still a fair bit away from the penalty area. Musa tries one on his own, and it was a good save of the goalkeeper. Manages to cling onto it at the second time of asking. Well, you don't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. Gift Musa giving it a good old crack from long range. It nearly caught Frogger out. He was able to get two hands to it, couldn't hold on to it, but was able to scurry over a few yards to his right and get the loose ball. O'Grady sends it down line, looking for Aaron Apoku. Lynch gets there first, plays it back to Frogger. Frogger to King, he's lost the ball to Craig Reed. Downline to O'Grady. United look to put Rocester under some pressure here. Slip from Cox. Allows Rocester to get off the ball. And as Mark Smith tried to put it through for Room was offside and couldn't make contact with the ball. And now Mal Horter plays it up line for Cox. Good challenge made by Bromley. Throw in Coventry United around 10 yards into enemy territory. United on the front foot from the start of the second period. Hudson looking for an option. Goes safe with O'Grady. Hudson back to O'Grady. Now Craig Reed. Rankin tries to find Reed once again with the return ball. Bromley as well to get onto it and find King. King fires that one out of danger. Prinzel will try and let that one go out for a throw. It's not going to go out and he will have to do something with it. He plays it back to Ashmel Horter between the six for Coventry United. Now Prinzel strides forward without a care in the world, looking for an option. Sends it up line for Lewis Hudson. Can he keep this one in? It's going to be a tight one. He does keep it in and blasts it off the leg of Ashley Lynch. Corner kick, Coventry United. Now this is much more like the Coventry United we all know and love. Relentless pressure for the red and greens inside the first 4 minutes after the break. It's going to be Lewis Rankin to take it from the left-hand side. O'Grady's offering a short option, but takes a more central position now. It's Rankin towards the far post and cleared by Bromley. O'Grady switches to the left-hand side. Lovely ball for Rankin. Heavy first touch, but it's put out of play by King. Looked like he was going for a corner, but the forward did well to keep it in and put it out for a throw instead. Plenty of options on the bench for Coventry United, including a under-21 player in Ryan Palmer, who scored a hat-trick at the weekend against Nirvana. Oh, and poor control from Hudson on the byline. The ball goes over the line and will go out for a Rocester throw-in. Hudson just a little bit complacent. And also amongst the sub-7, Jamie Coleman, who will begin a three-match ban, we believe, on Sunday for the FA Vars match. And that didn't even enter the field of play. Matt King, with certainly one of the worst for the season. Luckily for him, it didn't cross the white line, and he'll get to take it again. King, that's a little bit better. And finally, Smith towards Ridley. Ridley flicks it on, and it will be a Coventry United, no, Rocester free kick, sorry. Gift moves with his hands all over Ridley, and it will be a free kick of Terry Anderson's dugout. Score after 50 minutes at the Butts Park Arena. Although United are starting to get their foot on the gas, it remains at United 0, Rocester 0. A rather sodden Butts Park Arena. Ridley will take it as Rocester pushing everyone into United's half. Ridley towards the far post. Nodded on. That should be an easy catch for Ashmel Horter. It was Smith with the attempted header, and now United immediately on the attack. Josh O'Grady, attempted ball forward, cut out easily by Bromley. Now here's Mark Smith. Smith still going. It's still Smith. Oh, it's a wonderful goal! Rocester have only got to take in the lead. Determined run from Smith, and a nice low finish to beat Mel Horter. And you have to say that is against the run of play. It certainly had the best of the second half, and that has been, well, the best way that Rocester could start this. Martin Smith giving Rocester the advantage, and now United have got some work to do. Well, it's fair to say we didn't expect that one. An ambitious long ball from Joshua O'Grady, intercepted by, I believe it was Bromley, who managed to block it. And from that, Smith was able to dart into the area. And now Coventry United need to, first they need to get the ball back, as they've lost it immediately from the kickoff. Ridley. And it's going to be a second, but it's offside. Like raised against Rob Ritchie Smith as he made his way into the area. I think Mal Horton would have got it anyway. And the ball was rolling as the Coventry United goalkeeper tried to take the free kick. Referee calls it back and will go again. Here's Kyle Barnett, Rob Prinzel. The United have got plenum, 20 goals in 5 matches in the league this season, the highest scorers in the entire division. Prinzel plays it across the back line to Kyle Barnett. Tries to find Lewis Rankin, and once again United are going for the long ball, and it's successful. And it could well cost them here. The play by Gift Musa to get the ball before Rob Ritchie-Smith can get onto the attempted pass down the left-hand side. Prinzel tries to find O'Grady. Now that's a better long ball. O'Grady into the centre now with Craig Bromley. Tries to turn. Good challenge from Bromley. Takes the ball away from the former Newport man. And Reed seems to have taken a knock to his ankle there. He's back on his feet. Oh, that's a nasty collision. And Chris Cox has kicked the ball. It's the Rocester player, and there's a bit of argy-bargy here. Well, Coventry United have been given the free kick. And Chris Cox obviously unhappy with the Rocester player kicking the ball against him. We're trying to figure out who it is. Well, Cox is certainly going to go in the book for this. There was no need for that. And the Rocester manager barking at the referee, trying to get Cox some more severe punishment. But what would the said punishment be? Well, it was a free kick to Coventry United. The clash between Cox and the man, with the visiting player certainly coming off worse because he's still down. It looked a pretty nasty challenge. You can hit a foot from the back row of the Butts Park Arena. And we're pretty high up here. And what will the referee's judgment be? He's called Cox over. Well, Cox doesn't usually want to lose his head like that. Well, now both assistants have been there. And this is not a good sign for Coventry United. They're already one goal down. They lose their captain, Chris Cox. You can kiss the 3 points goodbye. Well, the player is down back on his feet. It was Mark, captain. So it was the two captains going up against each other. Well, the referee calling Smith over now to get his point of view. Well, Smith's going to distribute a card to Smith, I think. I think Cox will get a yellow card at least for his reaction. Well, there's a yellow card, the goal scorer, Mark Smith. And he's been told that he's got to leave the field of play for now to receive some treatment on the pitch. And now Chris Cox will receive his punishment. I'd say a yellow card will probably be a fair result. And a red card! A red card for Chris Cox! The referee has just compounded Coventry United's misery, 1-0 down. And after a collision with the goal scorer Mark Smith, Chris Cox has received his marching orders. Well, this just goes from bad to worse, and now Terry Anderson is having a rather heated discussion with the linesman on a red card offence. I mean, you've got to say, Cox played himself into danger there while just kicking the ball against Mark Smith. There was no need for it. But kicking the ball against an opponent, I mean, you know, it's not on, but is it a red card? Well, I'm not too sure about that one. It was certainly a yellow card. But in all fairness, Cox has only got himself to blame there. It was a silly, silly reaction. And whether you agree with a red card or you think it was a yellow, or maybe if you think it wasn't a card at all, it was his own fault. Rankin puts it in, the free kick immediately headed away, and Coventry United's 100% record in the Premier Division has never been in more jeopardy. Now the Reading Reeds look to push forward with Lewis Rankin. They're going to clear their heads here. They can't let that red card affect them. Lewis Rankin, pass block, but it will find Aaron Opoku on that left-hand side. What can he do? Tries to cut in. Rankin, back to Opoku. It falls to Craig Reed. Reed tries straight to the guts of the defender. Reed, and that one curls wide. And the Rocester player has taken it right to the gut, and he's down on the floor. Seems to have been winded from that shot. It just tells you how powerful that effort was from Craig Reed. The follow-up attempt was pretty darn good as well. You can see, I think that's Tommy Glasgow getting ready on the bench. But what options has Terry Anderson got here? Does he go to free at the back and risk conceding another goal, or does he keep four in defence, a striker or a midfielder? Well, Glasgow's going to come on, so there will be, I assume, four midfielders. So are United going to lose a striker or they're going to lose a defender? So if you're just joining us and you haven't heard, Chris Cox has been sent off. There was a collision with him and the opposite captain, Mark Smith. United got the free kick, but Cox was unhappy with the ball against Smith and was immediately sent off. A poker in the area, loses the ball, and a hasty clearance from Matt King as Rocester have the ball firmly in their court. They were goal up and a man up, but United firmly in Rocester's backyard. Hudson, poor throw, headed out easily by Matt King, but they'll have the throw in the same position. And now the substitution, Tommy Glasgow will come on, and it's Josh O'Grady coming off. So O'Grady makes his way off the pitch, the first substitution of the game. And we've got to try and find out what formation United are going to go for. They're going to go for a wing-back formation? We'll have to wait and see. Bro, here's Craig Reed, who's now got the captain's armband. Glasgow spins away from a challenge. Opoku, bit of contact from behind. He's not going to bother him though. Opoku, back to Glasgow. Barnett in the centre circle. He's got Woodward to his right and finds Jeff Woodward. A Jeff Woodward spectacular would do Coventry United the world of good here. But they're not going to be pushing the defenders forward, I don't think. They can't afford to lose another one. Hudson, poor first touch, just keeps it in and takes it past Matt King. Can he get the cross away? He can! Craig Reed misses with the attempt. Couldn't make contact with the ball. But still alive with Barnett, heads it towards Woodward, can't find him. But the defender plays it only as far as the substitute, Tommy Glasgow. Now it's with Lewis Rankin. Tries to find Woodward the overlap. Blocked by the Rocester man. Barnett. United pushing everyone forward now. Reed, Rankin. So Rankin wants some options here. Glasgow flicks it up and caught by Bromley. That was a pretty nasty challenge from Dean Bromley. And a rather ambitious chance of off from the Coventry United fans, still incensed at the red card for Chris Cox. I think it's going to be a yellow card for Bromley, and I don't think that anyone can moan about that. Well, there will be a free kick in a dangerous position for Coventry United. They can get a decent whack at goal. They might be able to get themselves back into this one. At 1-1, they'll be in a much better position to go after the win. Coventry United getting set for this free kick, yellow card brandished to Dean Bromley. And it's been taken a little further away from the box. So is it going to be too far for Rankin to take one? I think it probably might be actually. So his best bet is to weight it towards the far post. The likes of Prinzel, Woodward, Barnett and Reed. Opoku in there as well. And Tommy Glasgow waiting on the edge of the box. Only Hudson and Musa back for United as Rocester make sure they have every angle covered. Rankin tries one on his own and it was not the best of efforts. Flies past the goal at this near post. Certainly had the power, but didn't have the direction. And after starting this second half so promisingly, Coventry United really have taken a pounding from Rocester. The goal, then the sending off. Musa meets it in the air, and as far as Pratt chips it forward, looking for the boot of Rob Ritchie, but he won't find him. Barnett tries to shepherd the ball away from Room, punts it upfield the line for a throw. As usual, we're taking your opinions on our CUTV Man of the Match with 10 minutes to go at Cov United TV. Let us know who you think should receive the award. It doesn't have to be a Coventry United player, it can be a Rocester player. Let us know who you think it should be at Cov United TV, or leave your comments below in the comments section on YouTube. United looking to push on now. We'll make some progress from the back. Tommy Glasgow. Lovely ball towards the right hand side for Jeff Woodward. Can he get in the end of that one? It may be a little bit too powerful. No, he keeps it in towards Rankin. Couldn't get onto it. And fired away. And this could be an opportunity for room, but it's straight into with Mal Horter. Hudson. Glasgow immediately caught out by Smith. And they'll be played back to that left flank with Lewis Hudson. So keeping their shape very well. And not allowing United to stretch them. Musa to Rankin. Now Barnett. Back to Rankin. Hudson with space on the left hand side. He has him, but he's found a Poku. And Poku tripped. And that will be another free kick to Coventry United. This time it's certainly within shooting range, and a yellow card may well be brandished here to Ashley Lynch. He is certainly not going to take any sort of bad challenges lightly. The referee taking his booked half of the field. And he's of course sent the Coventry United skipper Chris Cox off. It is a yellow card. And is that Aaron Wint has been told to go and warm up? It is. Aaron Wint has been told to go and warm up. Four-man war being set up. As Craig Reed up his options. He tries one, and it's for the goalkeeper, and United, can they get across? Oh yes they can! There was a right arm scramble in there, but it's Jeff Woodward who gets the decisive touch over the line, and we're all square at the boats. The shot on goal by Craig Reed, the goalkeeper parried it, he didn't hold on to it, and several United players tried to into the net. It fell to Woodward. And he wasn't going to miss from literally 2 yards out with no one in front of him. United may be a man down, but they're all square on the score sheet. It's 1-1. Now we're underway once again, with 25 minutes to go, the Ritz Park Arena. And we're starting once again, it's 1-1. And now United looking to push on and use this momentum to comes Skip Musa out wide to Prinzel. Apoku wants it, Apoku's onside on that left hand side. United have got the fire in their belly now. Apoku, can he cut in? It's Aaron Apoku, lays it off, give Musa. Now it's with Tommy Glasgow, opportunity. Rankin tries to beat the defender, and it's gone away from Rankin. Clearance made, and Lewis Hudson will pick it up. And now the ball is firmly in United's court. Some inadvertent glad all over there from the PA system. They won't deter United. Barnett. Tommy Glasgow. Woodward's onside, can he control? He does control it, and it's onto the top of the net. Well, some of the fans below us have gone in. Woodward has to stretch to keep that one within the boundaries. Slide it into the area with Apoku and Reed waiting. It only found the top of the net rather than the inside of it. Well, thanks to Jeff Woodward's equaliser, we are all square, but United are not all square in terms of manpower. Chris Cox sent off in the second half for kicking the ball at Mark Smith. Jeff Woodward. Long ball forward, looking for room, and it should be an easy gather for Ashmel Horton, and it is. And Horton looking for an option. Well, Horton's in plenty of space on that left-hand side. He's got to get this one away. Bit of urgency from Horton needed here. Just eventually get it away. Towards Apoku. It bounces towards Rankin. Rankin into the area as the goalkeeper smothers that ball. And ensures that Rankin won't get the opportunity to turn the game on its head. 223 connoisseurs of football within the arena. The second half has certainly been an improvement on the first in terms of drama. Musa nods it on towards Rankin on the halfway line, cut out well by Pratt. Makes some good progress on that left wing, but a push in the back of Gift Musa. Referee says no foul. It's still going now. Pratt, and challenged well by Jeff Woodward, who fires that one up line. Now Lewis Rankin, can he turn his man? He's forced wide, and his pass is blocked. Osa on the attack. Riddle tries one from long range, and safe hands by Ashmel Horter, who quick tributes to Craig Reed. Has that touched the arm of Reed? Referee says no, but a challenge from the Rocester man ensures Reed will there. Ritchie. And a deflected strike at goal by Room. Well saved by Mel Horter. Reed. Now Hudson with space. Glasgow. Options in the centre. Apoku making the run down the left hand side. Lovely forward ball for Aaron Apoku, and put out of play by Ashley Lynch for a throw-in level with the penalty area. It's with United. But the ball is with Rocester as the ball is flicked out of play off the chest of Aaron Apoku. Throw in to the visitors. Score the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 1, Rocester 1 in the Midland League Premier. Still with an opportunity to maintain at least their unbeaten record. Their 100% record is under threat at the moment. Stays it like this, they will not retain it. We've still got a while to go in this match, still 20 minutes of normal time. And there probably will be 2 or 3 minutes of added time after that little fracas which ended in a red card for Chris Cox. Rishi Smith, Glasgow, and the throw-in is Coventry United's. Apoku tries to make his way towards the box, and a foul given against Apoku for pushing the back on Bromley. Rocester trying to snuff out United's flame. And they're doing a good job of it at the moment, trying to slow the pace of the game down. The slower the pace, the better for Rocester as they try and grind out a result from this match. Next time we're on air here on CUTV this coming Sunday. Live coverage of the FA Vars match between Coventry United and Tipton Town here at the Butts Park Arena. Kick-off at 3 o'clock. Coverage starts at 2:45 p.m. right here on YouTube. And our next women's coverage will be next Sunday at Crystal Palace, which will be hosted at Bromley Football Club. Reed on the left-hand side, so United make their way into enemy territory. Glasgow, lovely ball down that right-hand side for Jeff Woodward. Options in the centre, Woodward, and they'll put it out of play for a corner kick off the leg of Pratt. United have to make these chances count if they're to take 3 points from this match. It'll certainly be a hard work 3 points. Second game in a row where United have had a man sent off. But can they seal the win as they did last time? A United player was sent off early on. Headed away and fired clear by Bromley towards Smith. Well won in the air by Musa, and it'll be picked up by Lewis Hudson. Chip towards the right hand side for Jeff Woodward. Finds him beautifully. Glass looking for an option. Holds it up well, plays it to Musa. You need to try and create some space for themselves here. They're not doing that at the moment. Reed. Now Prinzel. Tommy Glasgow. Now Barnett. Space out wide for Jeff Woodward. Woodward to Barnett. Into the centre circle now with Rob Prinzel. Now out wide with Lewis Hudson. Tries to beat his man, whips in from the left towards the far post, and a slide by Jeff Woodward, and he'll take it out of play for a corner to Coventry United. Woodward tried to put it back into the box, but the Rocester player ensuring that was not going to happen. Some big men in that penalty area waiting to get their bonds on that ball, with the biggest aerial threat, of course, is not on the pitch. The ability of Chris Cox has done United wonders over the past couple of years. You'd say probably the biggest threats in that box are probably Apoku and Barnett. It's towards Rob Prinzel, not towards the far post. Craig Reed back into the area. Prinzel again! Rob Prinzel heads home! countdown, Coventry United! From 1 goal down and a man down, they pass to turn it around! Craig Reed put it back into the danger zone and a clean contact with the header at the far post from Rob Prinzel. And Coventry United are in front thanks to Rob Prinzel. D-minutes of normal time to go. It's down to the 10 men of Coventry United to keep this lead. Evil in the deck is stacked against them. United still find a way. Apoku, and this could be another one. Goalkeeper on his line. Aaron Apoku. It wouldn't have been given anyway. The referee stopped play due to an injury to the Rocester player, but Apoku couldn't get it past Frogger anyway, and there will be a substitution for Rocester. And that player coming on, I can tell you, is the number 14, Sam Bates. So Bates will come on. I'm not sure who's coming off just yet. So Coventry United lead by 2 goals to 1 at the Butts Park Arena. Martin Smith able to give Rocester the lead in the second half before a red card for Chris Cox. Put United in some serious jeopardy, but they persevered, they battled back. And goals from Jeff Woodward and Rob Prinzel, giving Coventry United a 2-1 lead at the Butts Park Arena. And the 10 men of United meeting just outside Terry Evanston's dugout. A few instructions for the Red and Greens as they try and conserve this lead. And the Rocester player back on his feet. And we will get the change for Rocester. I think in a minute. Bates is ready on the touchline, but the referee has got to give the go-ahead for the substitution. He's having a word with the goalkeeper, who will begin, I believe, with a drop ball. So it will give us a free kick. The referee simply stopped play so the player could receive some treatment. And if Apoku had got past the goalkeeper when the whistle was blown, I think the United fans would have been a little bit peed off if it had been stopped. Well, we are underway once again at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United leading by 2 goals to 1 after a brilliant comeback at their first midweek match at their new home. Fired forward to Apoku on the half line. Apoku, deflected pass will go out of play for a Coventry United throw well into enemy lines. Oh, push too many men forward here. Remember, they still have a player less, so maybe a goal in front. But they've still got to consolidate this lead. I think Gift Musa has been pushed back towards the defensive area. And there will be a substitution, and I can tell you it's... So the substitution is now being made as Sam Bates replaces Ashley Lynch for Rocester. We'll get underway with a Coventry United. They're only pushing a couple of men forward. They could do with a third goal. They get a third, it probably will be game over, and they'll get the corner. As Oliver Pratt tries to intercept them and flicks it straight out for a Coventry United corner. A third goal will kill the game and seal another win for Coventry United, but they can't push too many men forward. They've got to consolidate this lead. They want to extend it, but they don't want to lose it. Rankin's delivery. It's towards Prinzel. Gets a contact on it, but it'll be picked up by Room, who blasts it forward. Met in the air by Barnett from Bates. Musa fires it up line. Looking for Jeff Woodward. He won't keep that one in, and it will go out of play for a Rocester throw. And the forward will have to go and get the ball from the empty area behind the far side of the pitch. We are about to enter the final 10 minutes and we are going to be naming our CUTV man of the match very shortly. Let us know who you think it should be at Cov United TV. Woodward nods out of play, wants the Rocester throw. Richie Smith. Back into the fence with Lansdowne. Faisal was left hand side, met well by the head of Lewis Rankin, sends it out of play for another Rocester throw. Pratt. Barney gets Malhorter comes for its head, past Malhorter, and a penalty given against Coventry United. Ash Malhorter making contact with Martin Smith. And all of Coventry United's hard work may well thrown down the drain. But remember, the last penalty Coventry United conceded, Loughborough away. Who was in goal? Ash Malhorter. And he only went and saved it. And it's going to be Martin Smith stepping up, looking for his second goal of the match. It's Smith, and it's gone in. He sent Malhorter the wrong way. And we're level again. Well, you've got to feel for Coventry United. The man down there fought hard to get back into this and get back in front. Referee giving the penalty as Malhorter came to claim the ball, made contact with Smith, who went to the ground. The referee pointed straight to the spot. And inside the last 10 minutes, it's 2-2 at the Butts Park Arena. It's with the goalkeeper, Rich Froggatt. Rolls it out. And he's waiting for someone to come and challenge him. And Froggatt is literally just standing there, waiting for someone to come and challenge him. It's perfectly legal. Rankin does eventually put him under pressure. It's offside. Against, I believe that was Oliver Room. And the free kick has been called back. The linesman saying that the ball was taken a little too far forward from the initial point of the foul. And now we are going to get back underway with Malhorter. Short free kick taken to Rob Prinzel. Out wide, Kyle Barnett. Well, United have a choice now. Do they go all out for the win and risk losing a point? Or do they sit back and settle for a draw? If I know anything about Coventry United, I'll take the first option. Prinzel out wide, Hudson in space, Glasgow with him. Lewis Hudson sprints towards the area, cross put in, goes past and cleared by Bromley. Prinzel keeps it in. Into the back line with Gift Musa. Barnett. We'll name our CUTV man of the match very shortly. So let us know on Twitter at Cov United TV who you think it should be. Glasgow tries to find Lewis Hudson in space. He won't reach it. He'll go out for a throw right in the corner. Well, it's now time to name our CUTV man of the match. And today we're going to give it to Roaster's number 10, Martin Smith. Throwing taken. It's nodded over to Coventry United's Gift Musa. Finds Woodward in space on the right hand side. He's had a pretty good game himself. He scored the first goal for Coventry United. Links up well with Rankin. Now Musa. Still Musa. Apoku tries to find Rankin. The attempted clearance from base. And there's a penalty! Penalty goes for United! Lewis Rankin forced down on the right side of the box. No, wait, the referee say it's a free kick. I think the referee said it's a free kick. It looked to me as if it was just inside the area, but no. And Coventry United can't believe it. It's a free kick, not a penalty. It looked to me as if it was inside the area. It was no doubt a free kick as it was barged to the ground. Instead of a penalty, a free kick on the right-hand side. But it's still a dangerous position for Coventry United. But I personally think they've been hard done to there. I thought that was in the penalty area. And look, Rankin, it is literally, it's on the white line, and the white line counts as the penalty area. The ball is placed on the white line, so if the foul did take place there, then it was a penalty. Well, the referee has had his fair share of questionable decisions so far for both sides. But can United make this one count? It's blocked at the near post. Clear it only as far as Glasgow tries to find a teammate in the area. But a good slide by Riddle stops the attack for now. A poor back pass nearly allows United to get onto the loose ball. Rocester floundering at the back. They've got to get this ball away, and they've just put it out for a throw. I think mainly with a player down, but partly because they just wanted to get that ball out of play. And the referee has said that the trainer can come on. Let's score the Butts. 5 minutes of normal time. Coventry United 2, Rocester 2. The first half was a little bit dull. The second half has been anything but. And there is going to be a change for Coventry United, and it's an attacking one. Right, who has been bagging in the goals left, right and centre for the Coventry United under-21s, is going to come on. And who is it coming off? So Ryan Palmer will come on for Coventry United. Who is coming off? We're still waiting to see what it's Aaron Opoku. So Aaron Opoku makes his way off the field. And Ryan Palmer, well, here's your time to shine, kid. So Palmer replaces Opoku up front for Coventry United. We have just 3 minutes to go. Palmer's first touch shields the ball from the Rocester player, but can't keep it away forever. But he gets it in there and wins the ball back. Palmer to a goal. Ryan Palmer blocked off. And Pratt just about keeps it in and avoids letting the ball go for a corner. Punts it up line. Here's Room. And now Rocester looks to get on the attack. Crunching challenge from Gibb Musa. Down for a Rocester throw. Time is running out of the Butts Park Arena. United still trying to maintain that 100% league. They will remain unbeaten if it stays like this. And they will remain at the top of the table. Kozel not playing tonight, neither are Hina. And Spinks can't topple United even if they win tonight at rugby. Cross-goal opportunity from the left-hand side for Riddle. Tries to find Bates. Only finds Tommy Glasgow for Coventry United. Now Craig Reed. Hudson making the run down the left-hand side. Reed's found him. Lewis Hudson. Reed wants it back, but it's down line. Ryan Palmer, who'll be beaten to the ball by Lanza Shepherd. That ball out of play. He's forced towards the line. Tries to put it out of the leg of Palmer. It doesn't work. Palmer into the area. Craig Reed. Pass the defender. Reed. Far post. And it drifts out of play. Not giving up. But as time runs out, you have to think, is this game heading towards a draw? United will certainly feel hard done by due to a couple of decisions from the referee. Number one was Chris Cox's indiscretion, a red card offence, and secondly, was Melhorter's contact with Smith sufficient to award a penalty to Rocester? And was Lewis Rankin's tumble in the area? In the area, it looked to me as it was. So 3 big calls that Coventry United will want answers for. It's not over yet as Barnett sends it forward, looking for Woodward. Woodward nods it on towards Ryan Palmer. Palmer brings it down, but it will be Knocked out of play by Rocester. And as we enter time, United have the ball in the right area, but what can they do with it? Musa. Glasgow. Now with Craig Reed, United make their way towards the box. Lewis Hudson. Swipes in, it's Hudson's cross towards the far post and headed away. Musa back on the ball, give Musa in the air, tries to find Rankin, it's cleared. Prindle tries to bring it back for United, offside given against Room, and now Bayern's got to get that ball back and take the free kick quickly. Well, that's not the best of passes to Rob Prinzel to take the free kick. They're going to take it now. Glasgow, Rob Prinzel, we're into added time. Give Musa plenty of options forward. Woodward space on the right, but he squares it to Tommy Glasgow. Glasgow. Reed's screaming for it on the left-hand side, but he's found Give Musa. Strides forward. It's Musa. Rankin. Woodward tries to find Lewis. Rankin doesn't find him, but it's back with Woodward. Space on the right for Royama. Woodburn. Woodward into the area. It's found Ryan Palmer. Palmer caught well with the goalkeeper, and that should be it. We've had a minute of added time. A swift ball down the left-hand side. Barney has no choice but to put it out of play as Callum Riddle looked to make good of that opportunity. It's going to be Oliver Pratt. His throw. I think Rocester are pretty happy with a draw, but they'll go for the win if there's one going. Richie Smith towards Room and caught well by Malhorter, and he quickly throws it to Lewis Hudson with acres of space to run into. Hudson towards the halfway line. Now Reed. Glasgow in support. Reed's going alone into the centre circle. Craig Reed finds Kyle Barnett, only Prinzel staying back. Barnett, nowhere to go. Musa. Craig Reed turns his man. Hudson's through on the left side, shots playing Lewis Hudson, but it's cut out well. The King only as far as Give Musa. Craig Reed, good slide challenge, crucial slide chose the man. And they'll go out of play on this near side for a Coventry United corner. They've got to act fast if they're going to get this win. Rob Prinzel plays it to Malhorter. Back to Prinzel. It remains at 2-2, deep into added time. We've had 2.5 minutes. Barnett. Now Woodward. Back to Barnett. The fans appealing with Coventry on something. Here's Rankin. Rob Prinzel. Telling Hudson to get forward on the left-hand side. It's not going to reach him. And Craig Reed asking what, and United just allowing Rocester the freedom of Coventry on that back line. Why aren't they pressuring them? Long ball forward, this could be a winner. Malhorter has to come out, and he gets onto the ball on the edge of the area as Room was making his way keeper, and now they're pushing forward one more time. Barnett, Glasgow. United making their way into enemy territory once more. Hudson, Barnett again, now with Glasgow. What can they do with this ball? Glasgow across the left, very deep at the moment. Reed chips into the area, looking for Rankin. It's met by the chest of Lansdowne. And look at this, the space for Smith. Can he reach it? No, he can't. He'll go out for another United for. They can't be much longer now. 4 minutes of added time played. And a long throw by Rob Prinzel finds Kyle Barnett. Referee checks his watch. This could be the last chance. Musa overruns it, slides in, and able to take the ball from Bates. Now it's with Barnett. Glasgow. Craig Reed. Hudson wants it out wide. He'll find Lewis Hudson, but he's been closed up by blue shirts. Glasgow. Palmer. Bit of a contact made by the Rocester man, and that'll be a throw into to taking a touch of Hudson from where I'm standing. Trying to find Palmer. Palmer tries to keep it in. But Rocester have it back in their defence. Lansdowne fires that one into United territory. Rob Prinzel, we're still going into a 5th minute of added time. Glasgow, Reed wants it on the left. Rob Prinzel, everyone inside Roster's half as we head towards a dramatic climax. And Reed trying to find Palmer. Now Lansdowne strikes forward for Roster. And it's taken around. Give Musa. This could be the winner for Roster. Musa's well to halt the run. Just as Room makes his way into the area. Now Prinzel, United fans shouting out to get forward. Ball on the left hand side. It's Hudson. No one in the area though. He's going to wait. Hudson. It's in. No, it isn't. It's cleared. Prinzel again. And we're still going. Referee says 2 left. Woodward. Head back to the goalkeeper. Breathtaking last couple of minutes. The referee says 2 minutes left. So another 2 minutes, I believe the referee is motioning, of added time. Glasgow tries to win the ball back, can't take it away. He's still battling with Riddle. Fired up line, Coventry United had the ball in their own backyard. Kyle Barnett. Barnett strides forward looking for an option. Now he's hit a brick wall. Musa into Glasgow in the centre circle. Not the best of first touches, but he's let it go to Hudson. Ryan Palmer, now Musa. Musa strides forward. It's Craig Reed. Reed blocked well, but it's still in United possession. Rob Prinzel. Straight onto the head of a blue shirt. Musa tries to find Woodward, nodded away towards the left-hand side and volleyed away. Straight onto the leg of Kyle Barnett. Now I dare say that is probably United's last chance gone. They've just got to ride this out and try and consolidate the draw, which Roster seem more than happy to accept. Relentless pressure in these last few minutes for Coventry United, but it hasn't been enough. Woodward sends it forward towards Rankin. Bit of ball juggling going on from Bromley, who sends it up line and out for a Coventry United throw in their own half. Barnett to Glasgow. And the referee blows full time. And this ends the 100% record of Coventry United in the Midland League Premier Division this season. They battled hard and they battled well. And they may well feel that the referee has cost them a potential 3 points. They certainly had some very, very big calls go against them. And they may want to check the footage after this game of some of the big talking points. But the matter of it is, Coventry United have drawn at home to Rocester. 10 men or not, those red and green boys fought like lions out there. It just wasn't quite enough. Final score at the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 2, Rocester 2. And that will do us here at the Butts Park Arena. Thank you for joining us. What has been a thrilling encounter in the heart of Coventry. What a way to start off the midweek fixtures at the Butts Park Arena. Not the result, come on CUTV this Sunday. Live coverage of the FA Vars match between Coventry United. Live coverage of that match can be found here on YouTube from 2:45. And you can catch exclusive video highlights of this match from tomorrow morning. Until then, hit the like button on this video if you did enjoy the coverage, leave a comment below, and of course subscribe to CUTV on YouTube for more exclusive content from the Red and Greens. Thanks for joining in. I've been Liam Cook. We'll see you on Sunday for another fantastic encounter for the Red and Greens of Coventry.